Hello and welcome back to our Factorio game. We are here in our nuclear power reactor, and in the previous episode I did not yet name it actually. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it like too much, but I do want to put it here. So we're gonna have a nuclear something. So what is the nuclear symbol? Nuclear fuel reactor. Right, so I will call it Biblis, which is, I think, the closest nuclear power station to roughly the area where I'm from, at least if I know correctly my geography. So this is going to be our power reactor, and about like the area here, I'm not sure, I don't know any areas that are producing nuclear fuel. I think most of it is imported from foreign countries. I don't know how it's produced. Let's just say it's kind of like part of the same complex maybe. And yeah, our reactor is technically running currently, but I do believe that we are exhausted because we are basically full on accumulator charge. So right now it's running for no benefit basically, but that's okay. That's okay. We also have a bit of spent fuel, so we want to continue all of this this stuff. But before I get into that, or while we're getting into that, I want to just quickly say something I already said on my OpenTTD series, which is that I will be reducing a little bit the frequency of videos for the foreseeable future, at least for the next few weeks, because I'm super swamped with a lot of stuff in both personal and professional life, and I need to spend a bit more time on that. So unfortunately I cannot record so many videos, at least right now. And that means probably I will only release one video for each series currently per week. If one of the series runs out, I will reconsider how I'll balance it out, but for now that's kind of the gist of it. But let's not get too distracted by that, but instead focus on the task at hand. What I would like to do is find my car actually. I left it up there, so that was already a bit stupid. Because what I would like to do is to figure out a way. This also is suspicious, right? That it's like here so long. Okay. It stays here because basically there's no other destination to go to, so it will always try to unload before it goes to get more. Alright, that's fair enough, I suppose. So I want to do the recycling stuff basically, and to figure that one out, what do we need to do? So we need one of those things that also produces the fuel in the first place. What are they called? They are called centrifuges. Centrifuge. For a centrifuge we need basically concrete. Alright. Okay. Good. There's a little pattern. We are missing stuff. Okay, here we go. So I just need 100 of that. Centrifuge, one. Probably maybe we'll build a second one at some point. So let me just get a little bit of concrete here going. And we want to recycle the nuclear fuel. That's kind of the idea. We also want to transport it up here, so maybe we can also just quickly lay some track for that, because why not, right? We have everything here. Yeah, so right, so a little bit up, and now I would like to hit it directly, like so. At least for the foreseeable future we don't need to have more than that, I think. Right on. Temperature here is really good. Yeah, unfortunately we really don't need the power right now, so we are really overdid it right now with the clean energy, but that's okay. I'm happy to have a little bit more. And there's already a few things coming. Okay, it's also produced 5 already. So I guess the process is that it produces 5 per whatever. 10 actually, 10, all right. That's nice. That's good, that's good. Okay. So now we have the centrifuge and we want to make it so that we can reuse the spent fuel cell. So let's take a look at that. So we just dump that here. So we can make uranium-238 out of it. We also have the enrichment process. That's also something we want to do. Yeah, so this is the one we want to do. Depleted uranium cells, and it makes uranium-238 out of it. So realistically, honestly, the best one would be probably to get the raw ingredients maybe up here, because right now to make everything down here is really bothersome because we have to transport everything like so far distances. So I will reconsider that slightly. We're not gonna do it like that, actually. Okay, why am I doing this manually? We have robots. So we have 2 types of nuclear fuel. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Two types of nuclear fuel. That we're gonna get somewhere up here. Right, and then here this will be kind of the direction of the next thing. Okay, and now we're gonna make some stuff here. Maybe like so. No, that's not good. I want it to be kind of this way probably. Fuel cells, yep. And then that should be good. I can dump partially that stuff in there, not fully. Okay, let me just get about here. Okay, that's very annoying that we don't have power here. Okay, very nice. So then the spent fuels, basically, we're gonna bring that back. Well, actually, we can process it basically up here, but I mean, no, we're gonna bring it back just like that. I don't want to process stuff right next to the power plant. I think that's lame. So we'll bring the spent fuel cells basically back up here. We're gonna make some processing up here. And it's this type of thing that will be doing the heavy lifting, kind of. And but what that means is we'll have like kind of a line that goes here, that'll be going into here. That will be the already processed stuff. We'll have an input priority towards it, so we'll try to use up the used stuff first before we use stuff from the fresh stuff. Okay, we need to balance this out actually. Like I'm kind of thinking this is not quite working the way I want it to work in the end. So basically these 2 lines, let me just get rid of that. So what I want to achieve in the end is that I have like an automatic system that balances out whichever one we have too little of, it will take it, right, that it will automatically process stuff. That what I mean, like that it will automatically do the enrichment or the whatever stuff, right? So we'll have like a buffer here somewhere. That's basically what I need. Well, we definitely don't need it to be high speed. So some sort of buffer like that is needed, and we can do that pretty simply like this. And here I can dump stuff in. So that's the first thing. Right. So now, then, yeah, okay, there's a few moving parts that I will have to work with. So firstly, let's do the one that's up here. All right. So basically here for this, we will do the spent fuel cells will come in here. They will be turned into uranium-238, and the 238 we will guide down here somewhere, maybe, I'm not sure yet. Probably not. Probably we'll guide it from here, and then we'll have to get back into this box here. So to get back into that box, we'll do kind of the strategy that I outlined earlier, which is this one. Input priority for the already processed stuff. It turns 5 of them into 3. Okay, so we're getting some stuff back, which is nice. Okay. And here we have stuff to keep this running for quite a while. Okay, and how does our power grid look? Yeah, definitely full. Basically, we have like way too much power right now. So this whole exercise is a little bit hypothetical right now. We don't really need to do it actually yet. But that's okay. That's okay. So the next thing is going to be that we're going to make another centrifuge or 2. For that, we would love to have more concrete. So I'm wondering, where did all the concrete go? Because we had concrete in our inventory. In fact, we do have it. We have stone bricks, so that's where it goes. I actually didn't take the concrete. I took the stone bricks. And where did I take my car? All the way up there. All right. I think I have a second car, but I don't have fuel for it. Yeah, and we should like do science because we really need to use more power. I want to make this like valuable, you know? Otherwise, why we're doing this even? So let's enqueue like a little bit of science so that we're actually using up our resources a bit more in this space. Okay, big tree ramped over. That's nice. So I accidentally took this stuff. And what I wanted was this stuff. So now we're going to make it so that we have an automatic system basically that detects when we have an imbalance of them. So that would be something that we need to have a comparator to. Words, decider, as they're called here. We don't have one yet. And what I want to do is basically we know what the ratio is, right? You need a ratio of 19 to 1. So for this here, you need 19 to 1. So when the ratio is below that ratio, when you have more than that, then we basically want to produce this lower one from this top one. So that's the idea of it. So for that to work, we're going to maybe put the centrifuges kind of for now. Let's do it here. How it will be arranged, we have to see. So it takes the enrichment process. What does it actually do? It produces... It takes both also. I am confused by that. So which one? So here we need 235, a little bit of 235. Here we take a lot of 235. And we make more 235 out of it. Huh. Is that real? So we need a huge amount of 235 before we can even do that. I thought it was kind of really easy to make this. So this is the 238, that's the not rare stuff, but we get more out of it, right? Like that's the idea. So you can do, you get 40 in, and you get 41 out. And in turn you use 3 238s. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we need to run this like a lot actually then, to make this worthwhile. Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting. Right now our production of the 2-3 thing is so low, we really need it to utilize that out. Okay, okay. I'm very worried. Wow, this is more complex than I anticipated originally. So let's do it then like this for now. We'll do kind of that way. Then one out here, and yeah, exactly here, one like so, then one over like so, and here we want to definitely prioritize the output to the top if we can. So these are the two lines towards the enrichment process. And the output of the enrichment process will kind of go into here somewhere in the end. So this is the output line for the enrichment process, and these are two input lines. So the enrichment process would kind of work like this. We have this here. But I would probably put it something like that for easier making the insertion. And then you put this one there, and then this, yeah. Okay, that should work. Sorry, not that one. Yeah, the enrichment process. Right, so we need a huge amount of this 235 first before we can do this. So this is actually producing a huge amount of 235 if it actually works, but we need to get first the 40 of that stuff. 40. I haven't seen one of them in a long time. Is there nothing wrong here, coincidentally? 235. Yeah, it has like a very low % chance that it makes it. Most of the time it doesn't make it. So I suppose it makes sense to just do more processing, because in the end that will increase our chances. Kind of. Come on. That's okay, I can do this like that. Yeah, the fast inserter here was very optimistic. Now I'll do like this, and then here like that, and then like this, and a little bit of power here and there. This will be the normal processing. Okay. And then do me, come on, come on. Do me one of those. Okay, that'll process more of the 238 also. But yeah, I mean, we really need to have like more of the other stuff of the 235 to get this kick started, because right now we have nothing. Nothing at all. Yep. Car. Yeah, here. Okay, let me just, I'll make 2 more centrifuges, I would say. That should give us a good chance. I mean, we have first to have to get the 40 basically one time, and then it's kind of a good process. So it's just to kickstart it. That's basically the problem. Once it gets going, I think we're gonna be fine, because we can just do the rotation multiple times. You make from 40, you make 41. So at that point, once you get the process started, I think it will be not a problem to actually generate as much of the other stuff as you want. Okay, let's be optimistic then. So we'll make a copy of that. That will be here, but I have to reroute some stuff. And 2. I'm kind of thinking if there's a better way to route these things. I suppose it's, for now, it's fine to make it like this. And the centrifuge needs to be constructed still. Ah, the outputs here are not going to be correct. Okay, that's dangerous. Good that I saw. This needs to go here, and this one needs to go there. Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of that design. But I guess we'll not expand it. Like, I don't think we'll make like a lot more of them. We just have these 4 for now. I think that's plenty. Yeah, these fast outputs is like crazy. Like, I was so optimistic about this. Here we go. I guess maybe the fast inserters are actually somewhat worthwhile, maybe. But the outputs feel like we don't need to have them fast, to be honest. But why not? Let's do the faster inserters. It feels like they are definitely needed to keep up. Okay. For now, acceptable, all of it. And up here we can quickly throw down a few lights. So we're not producing any more stuff. We're also not having any stuff recycled. Okay, I like it here at night. It looks very cool. We do have enough fuel for running quite a while. So the temperature is here, yeah, it's at the most it can be. So how did we configure it? Once the temperature drops between under 999, it will insert a new one. I think we can kind of make that lower, I guess, to be honest. Let's say 900 for now. I think we can definitely leave it cool off for a little bit. We don't need to have that maximum temperature right now, especially when we're not lacking power. And yeah, I think we still have 0 of the stuff. The priority is definitely here, right? Like, output priority is on the top. Yes, it's also visible here, so that we're not processing anything here. Yeah, because I don't want to waste even a single bit. We really need to get this process going until such a time. We don't want to waste it. And we're not getting really any of it currently still. Not even a chance. Well, I suppose it should work in theory. I just would love to see it in practice, but getting 40 of them will be quite the challenge. So I will end the episode here. I will wait around here to see at least a single one of them appear, because then I'm at least confident that everything is set up correctly. And if I see that it theoretically works, I guess then it's just a waiting time, and we'll spend that waiting time doing probably something else in this game before we continue here and see about the nuclear stuff, because it will take a while, seemingly. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.